You're going on Erasmus to Italy and you don't know where to start? Don't worry, that's what I'm here for. I'm Morgan from Erasmus Play, and in this video we give you the ultimate guide to survive your experience in the country of pasta, art and 1,000 gestures. Adapting to Italian university life can seem complicated at first, but with a few tricks, everything becomes easier. And although attendance is not always compulsory, going to class will help you keep up with the pace and understand better the content. Also, prepare for oral exams. They're very common in Italy. Teachers are usually formal but approachable, and that especially if you show interest. Also, you can take advantage of notes from the students of the previous years. They're often shared among students, and you can also find them at copy shops near the faculties. Don't hesitate to ask your Italian classmates for help, as they're usually very friendly towards Erasmus students. Above all, keep an open and positive attitude. And moving on to the culture, we can say that Italy celebrates both national and local holidays. Here's a selection of the most iconic festivals you cannot miss. And the first one, of course, is the Venice Carnival. It is an ancient festival that has been celebrated for centuries. It lasts for about 10 days and it usually happens between February and March. There is no fixed date for the celebration, and it depends when Easter falls. So basically, it changes every year. You also have Giuliana. It is the last Thursday of January. In the regions of Lombardy and Piedmont, the town squares are filled with bonfires, where the old year is burned in form of a witch, the Giuliana. But don't worry, it doesn't represent the witches burned during the Inquisition. It is really pagan representations that have been Christianized over time. Then on the 2nd of June, you have the Republic Day. It is a national holiday commemorating the birth of the Italian Republic in 1946. In Rome, there is a military parade along the Via dei Fori Imperiali and flyovers by the Italian Air Force. Other cities hold concerts and celebrations. And then you also have the Palio di Siena, 2nd of July and 16th of August. It is one of the most intense and spectacular festivals in Italy. Every summer, a horse race between the historic districts, Contrade, is held in Piazza del Campo in Siena. It lasts only a few minutes, but the excitement, medieval costumes, and popular favor make it an unforgettable event. Adapting to a new culture is not just about speaking the language. It's also about understanding and respecting day-to-day traditions. In Italy, food isn't just a necessity, it's a social ritual. Italians eat at set times, they avoid snacking between meals, and prefer to sit down and enjoy lunch or dinner at their leisure, whether at home or out. Eating quickly or standing up is not the norm, and sharing a good meal is an essential part of their daily life. Also, coffee is almost an institution. Espresso is drunk standing up at the bar and in a few sips. Cappuccino, on the other hand, is more for breakfast. Ordering one after a meal is a clear sign that you're a foreigner, although no one will mind. Something that surprises many Erasmus students is the use of the bidet in the bathroom. In Italy, it is part of the basic bathroom furniture and is considered essential for personal hygiene. Personal appearance is also important. In Italy, fare bella figura means taking care both of your appearance and your attitude. It's quite unusual to see students in tracksuits or looking scruffy at universities and on the streets. Dressing well, behaving politely, and making a good impression are highly valued. And finally, yes, Italians do really speak with their hands. Gesturing is almost part of the language. It helps them emphasize what they are saying. You may also notice their way of speaking. Very direct, passionate, and sometimes louder than usual. Italy is a country that hides many curiosities beyond pasta and pizza. For starters, it is the country with the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the world. In the academic sphere, Italy is home to the oldest university in the Western world still in operation, the University of Bologna, founded in 1088. It was also the first country to award academic degrees in law, which marked the development of the European university system. A gastronomic curiosity. In Italy, pasta is not cut with a knife. Doing so is considered a major cultural faux pas. It is rolled up with a fork, and if you're in Naples, even pizza follows strict rules. La vera pizza napoletana follows its own regulations. It must be cooked in a wood-fired oven and cooked with certified ingredients. As for the language, and although all Italian speaks Standard Italian, there are more than 30 regional dialects, some of which are so different that it can sound like a completely different language. So don't be surprised if you don't understand a word in Sicily, even if you speak some Italian. When you choose to go on Erasmus to Italy, one of the first things you will have to do is look for accommodation. And you have a few options in Italy. The first one is to live in a room in a share flat. It is the most popular option amongst Erasmus students. You rent a private room in a share flat with other students. It is economical, it allows you to meet people and to practice your language. Prices vary depending on the city. In Rome, Milan or Bologna, rents can range from 500 to 700 euros a month, more or less. While in cities such as Padua or Naples, it is possible to find rooms for 300–400 euros a month. However, you should be aware that many of these flats don't have a living room. The living room is actually rented as an extra bedroom. Second option, the private residences. It is a less popular option among students, as there are very few private residences available. Although private residences are usually well located and have better facilities than some flats, they are also more expensive. You should also be aware that there are not student residences in all the cities. They tend to be concentrated in cities such as Milan, Turin, Rome or Bologna. And the third options are studios and private flats. It is ideal if you're looking for privacy, but this is clearly the most expensive option. In cities such as Rome, Florence or Milan, prices can exceed 900 euros a month. This is only recommended if you're sharing expenses with someone else or if your scholarship or budget allows it. And finally, we know that finding accommodation is not the best part of the experience. Plus, finding accommodation in Italy is not really easy. It can actually turn into a real nightmare. But you're lucky because we've done most of the work for you. We've compiled all the verified accommodations for students in one and only webpage, erasmusplay.com. Just go to the website, enter your destination, and you will be able to compare all the available offers in your destination. What's more, all the accommodations are verified, so you can book safely even in a distance. We know that Italy is one of the most popular Erasmus destinations, and although the cost of living varies a lot depending on the city, it is generally possible to live on a tight budget if you manage well your expenses. Cities like Rome, Milan or Florence are more expensive, especially in terms of accommodation. To this, you must add food costs between 150 to 100 euros a month, transportation between 25–35 euros a month with student discounts, and other leisure activities and parties. In total, the monthly budget can range from 700 to 1,000 euros a month, more or less, depending on your lifestyle and on the city you choose. In terms of financial aid, all the Erasmus students receive the Erasmus grant, the amount of which depends on your country of origin and the standards of living on your destination country. For Italy, it usually ranges between 250 and 300 euros a month. Finally, my last piece of advice: don't be afraid to throw yourself into new experiences. And the best, make the most of them. Erasmus is not only an academic opportunity, it is also and foremost a life experience. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to activate the notifications bell to be advised when we post a new video. We also leave you our social media in the description box. And see you very soon with new videos. Bye bye, assistant!